The inspiration behind the station was to try and maintain what is quite a distinctive building in the town, and to put it to work for the community, not just for the market town of Richmond, which is, what, 9,000 people, but we've got a whole dale which stretches up, Swaledale, 20, 30 miles, communities up there, people over in Wensleydale. So it's really trying to use a building and say, what is this community short of? What would the community like us to do with this particular space? And that's really where it started from. Every single household in the DL10 postcode area got a leaflet saying, we are prepared to work with the community to develop this station into something that the community wants. What do you actually want us to do? And the message that came back from that analysis was, we want somewhere to meet, we would like somewhere to eat, we would like a cinema, we would like craft rooms or craft spaces. There's a list of about 7 or 8 things which came in a priority order. At what used to be the buffers end of the station, we've got 2 100-seat screens. One of them is purely set up as a cinema with very comfortable seats. The other one is comfortable seats as well, but they retract, so you can use that as a multi-purpose space during the day. The area we're sitting in here is the restaurant space. We've got a gallery for art. We've got, off the main platform, we've got 2 rooms which we let out as meetings rooms. And then we extended the building, and there are 6 production units there. And the theme we chose was local food. So every one of the producers here is producing for outside the station. They're allowed to sell about 10% inside. So all we said to people who took leases here is, you can sell 10% of your produce. You must let people see what you're doing, and you've got to be prepared to spend time telling them about how you make beer, how you make cheese, how you make fudge, how you make preserves, how you make bread, how you make ice cream. The last bit we wanted, because this is a heritage building, is we've kept one room to tell the story, not just of the station, but what impact the railway had on the lives of people in the Richmond area, and how it worked for them to improve their trade and their quality of life and holiday opportunities and all that sort of thing. Weekends, evenings, winter in particular, winter and spring, it is a very, very busy place. And the nice thing is, for me, is that you get a complete mix of the community as well as people from outside coming in. Every single business in this unit has paid its rent on time in a credit crunch. Now that says to me, they are either making enough money to stay here, or they're desperate enough to stay here to want to borrow the money to stay. We were fully let right from the start, and it's fully let now.
I've lived in this area for a long time now. I love the station. I think what they've done in the area is fantastic. I like the way that they've managed to take something quite old and put quite old businesses in here, but in quite a modern sort of twist. So for me, it was just a big step to come onto this place now, and I think the building's just fantastic. We call the company Lacey's, and that's my surname because I make the cheese. And we could have branded it in something that was relevant to Richmond, but we thought what was important is the person that makes the cheese and how it's being made. That's why we thought if we do this here and open it up so you can see it, it's a lot better, a lot more honest. I enjoy starting something in the morning and seeing an end result. Chatting to people in the grand building, on the banks of the River Swale, what more could you want?
The cinema's going really, really well, better than we ever expected, to be honest. We screen every day. We're open 7 days a week, and we try and do as many mainstream release films as we can. Mainly family-based, we look for the family films, and we do a little bit of crossover into art house. We employ around 18 people, 2 full-time and the rest are part-time. But obviously there's a knock-on effect throughout the building. You know, there's a lot of employment in this building. The cinema and restaurant work really well together. People will often come down here for a meal and a movie, or they'll eat before they go see a film, they'll go see a film and then eat afterwards. And what's another plus point is people can buy a drink in the restaurant, you know, wine, beer, whatever, and take it into the cinema with them. So you don't just have to have a Coke in your cup holder, you can have a beer or a wine if you want.
Business is good at the moment, yeah. We bring in the people here. The station's a smashing location, and people are interested to see what a microbrewery does. What inspired me to come here was the fact of the location. The building itself, it's a wonderful old building that, if this hadn't happened, would have dissolved into the ground. It's great to see a building with so much history being brought back to life, and people can come here and spend a good few hours enjoying themselves.
Yes, it will. And the fact that the ends are pink.
I think the use of the word focal point, which people have used about this, is a very good description of what it is. It has something to appeal to lots of different sections of the community. I think enrichment is a lot of what the station is about. It has enriched the lives of people in Richmond.